All right. Again, I'm Chief John Mannion for the City of Kaukauna. The mayor of the city, Jean Rosine, has made a declaration of emergency and put that into motion in the early hours of this morning to get us support from the state and from the local emergency government. What we've done so far this morning is we've gone out in 4 different teams, which is consistent of the fire departments, the emergency government, our planning department, police and fire, and our utilities, and broke up into 4 teams and went around and did an initial analysis of the damage that we have right now. Right now, in very preliminary numbers, we have 157 homes that are damaged, all the way from what we call affected to totally destroyed by dollar value. So we're working with the emergency government to get stronger numbers as we go through the day, and we'll continue to do that. There are some sections that we haven't gotten to at this point at 11 in the morning, so we'll continue to do that. The emergency government asked us that we emphasize that people stay out of the area. We're still having a problem with people that are gawking, driving through the area, making it hard for us to do our jobs. The community has come together in great strengths. They're working together. Neighbors are pulling together. One home is damaged and the other one next to it is not. So we're seeing great cooperation throughout the community and everybody working together, which is great to see. The damage hotline, again, number is 832-5464, and that's with the emergency government also. And we're just trying to get a handle on numbers of people that have damage to their homes that we don't know about. As we went through and did our initial assessment, we can't see from the street on the back of the homes to see if they're damaged. As this tornado, what we believe is a tornado, it moved through, hit the back of houses, jumped over the front of those, and then hit the front of the houses on the other side of the street. So we may have a lot more damage than what we know at this point. We've set up an account at the Unison Credit Union for donations. People are calling in wanting to donate money. That's set up at the Unison Credit Union in the city of Kaukauna, and you can direct your funds or donations to that area if you're inclined to do so. We're working with the National Weather Service. They're assessing things all over the area. We're not the only community that was hit, and hopefully we're going to be getting together with them and making some more decisions and some more firmer numbers on the damage that we have throughout the community. So we'll be continuing to do most of these things throughout the day and trying to keep everybody apprised, the public as well as the media, as to what's going on. So I'd be happy to take any questions if anybody has any.
I know you're not the National Weather Service, but do you see any physical environmental evidence of tornadic winds versus like straight line winds?
Some of the folks down here that have a little more experience than I are seeing some indications of, you know, the tornadic type of winds, circular motions of the mud patterns on homes. I know I was outside. I was about 10 blocks away. I could hear what, you know, you hear the proverbial sound of a train, and that's the first time I heard it. It's very distinct, and so funnel clouds were sighted in the area prior, so I'm thinking that it was a tornado, but that has not been confirmed at this point.
There are some concerns. There's a lot of wood, a lot of obviously trees down and debris out there. Is the city going to be coming by and picking any of that up, or are they going to be personally responsible for removing that?
I'm not sure. John's in the back room. If you could answer that. Yeah. John Sedalis, our. Sorry, John.
Yeah. Excuse me. My name is John Sedalis. I'm the Public Works Director for the city. Yes, the street department is going around. Our first task is to get everything out of the street, make sure the streets are passable. After that, we will be collecting debris that residents put out along the terrace area. Outagamie County Highway Department is also assisting us in this operation. Some neighboring communities are here assisting us, and other neighboring communities have told us to give them a call if we do need some additional help. We're doing a combination of chipping some brush on site. The majority of it is being trucked to a compost area that we have, and then we'll bring in a tub grinder in the future and ground it up at that time.
How do you spell your last name, John?
Sundellius.
Sandelius.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
This morning, Chief, you indicated that damage will be in the millions. Would that be more than 1 million, or can you put an estimate this early or not?
I can't at this point. We're working with the planning department and emergency government and the National Weather Service. That's what we're waiting to do, is get as many of the properties that are damaged and get kind of a feel for it so we can get an estimate on dollars.
But it
So
will be 7 figures.
we're thinking so, yes.
Are you saying over 1 million or millions? What can you say?
Over 1 million, yeah, yeah.
This is the worst storm event you've seen here in the city?
We had one about 5 years ago, and it doesn't compare to this one. Much more devastation, property damage than the last one.
Can you speak on the fact that we haven't heard any reports of injuries? Sounds like a lot of people lucked out considering the circumstances.
Well, that's true. There weren't any injuries that we know of at this point. We're continuing to also monitor that in case someone would be stranded in a house, but we've done a pretty extensive door-to-door search and contacts with the residents through the police and fire department. I think it's because of the emergency services that we get from the sirens. Those went off 6 times prior to this, so there was ample notice, and you folks keeping us apprised also. Until the power went out, we had minute-to-minute notifications, so people were well warned, I think, and that attributes to the lack of injuries.
You know where power stands right now?
Power is on right now to 95% of the city that was affected.
Of the city, how much of the city was damaged? Do you have a percentage at all?
Our city pretty much is broken up into 4 quadrants, 4 large quadrants, and 25% of it I would estimate is affected. It's about a 25 block length and probably 15 to 20 blocks wide.
Of damage?
Yes.
Where did gas leak at the St. Mary's Church?
There was a smell of gas at numerous residents and St. Mary's, and the gas company had came in and shut out all the properties off with the fire department. I believe it was somewhere around 20 to 25 that were actually locked up, so they couldn't be turned back on. Are there any more questions? Okay, thank you very much.